About to melt all of your hearts out there. Welcome back. It is time for our Pets as Pals segment with Woodford Humane Society.
And as always, we've got Beth Olson here along with Donatello, who is still looking for his forever home.
Yes, and but the only difference is he's very famous now.
He is.
Yeah, he is the longest ever resident at the Woodford Humane Society.
He is getting his 15 minutes of fame. Let's kind of start off with that. The outreach has been amazing here.
It has. So for anyone who somehow has missed this over the last several days, Donatello just passed his 4-year anniversary with us on Saturday. And he is the longest resident that we've ever had at this point. And as you all know very well, because he's been here a handful of times, we've been taking him out and trying to show him off for years here, and it just really picked up steam this time. He's been all over local news. He's been on USA Today and Southern Living and People at this point. So,
so with all that exposure, there's, I'm sure, heightened interest all of a sudden.
Yes.
Potential adopters?
Yes, for sure. We're getting calls from all over the country. So he has had a lot of interest in the last 5 or 6 days.
Okay, let's get into the kind of home, which would be a nice fit for him.
So as you can see, he is not like a totally hyper going all the time sort of a dog. We tell people that now he's gonna just turn his back on the camera.
It's fine.
We tell people that he is about 20% just crazy manic energy zooming and 80% couch potato. So like he's not a dog that needs to run 3 miles a day with you after work. He's one that, like, as long as he's getting some playtime and a walk, he's perfectly happy to just chill with you on the couch and all the rest of the time. He loves kids. We do recommend family with older kids, not really young ones, just because he is sort of a perfect wrecking ball when he is running around.
Yeah, sure.
But he does really enjoy kids, so a family that would keep him busy would make him very happy.
Oh my goodness. He's just so sweet. I also want to point out too, he is crate trained, potty trained. I mean, this is one of the hardest things to get your pet to do, when adopting, and he's already got that done. He's like, I'm ready to go.
Yes, he's had 4 years of practice at this point. He is, perfectly well-mannered when he's in his crate or in his room inside. We always tell everybody, when you're introducing to a new schedule and a new location, like you expect a little bit of an adjustment period, but like honestly, he just never has an accident. He's really well trained at this point.
I want to have you kind of clear up some misconceptions too. For folks who are kind of out there, we know obviously there are internet trolls, but I want you to kind of put to bed some of those myths out there that he is like not happy, he's in a terrible place. That is not the case. Clearly these people have just never been to Woodford Humane Society.
Yeah, one of the things that really surprised us was the people saying that basically keeping a dog in a shelter for 4 years is tantamount to abuse. That is just not the case. All I can say to those people is that if they had ever been to Woodford Humane Society or, walked a mile in our shoes, they would know that that's just not true. He is so happy. He has a legion of adoring staff members and volunteers who make sure he gets great care. He gets lots of exercise, he gets playtime, he gets toys, he gets cuddles. Half the time you can find him hanging out up in the office with us, just like loose, walking around doing his thing.
Seems pretty content right now.
I mean, you can tell in a dog's face that that's the case.
And he does have the right personality too. He's a very confident dog, so like he's not fazed by all the noise and smells and everything. So it's never been a situation where he wasn't happy. We just know that he would be happier, even happier, if he was getting that attention 24/7.
Absolutely, and he deserves it.
He knows exactly what he's like. Man, what a day already.
Like, oh, big day.
Completely. Right. Well, I got to ask you, since I think this is the first time we had since the Derby event, the Derby Day event. I was curious how that
little
went.
Puppies.
Doggy Hauser was our top
Doggy Hauser.
So she was the last one that came in and visited with us.
Yeah.
It was total chaos, as Doggy's visit predicted. But it was really fun. We had a great crowd, and I think everybody had a really good time, and we're gonna hopefully keep doing that every Derby Day.
So excited. All right, one more time for folks that are watching, maybe interested in Donatello. What's the best way to reach out to you guys?
Just give us a call. The adoption center is at 859-873-5491, and we are taking appointments starting at 10 o'clock daily. So if you want to put your name on the list of people who are interested in Donatello, give us a call. Or we really encourage you to check out our other animals as well. Obviously there's only one Donatello, only one family will eventually take him home. But we have dozens of other dogs who really don't want to, hit that 4-year anniversary. So they all need homes too.
And this is probably going to be his 15 minutes of fame.
Look
Definitely.
at that
This is
face, like the best good boy ever. Oh, we're going to find you a home, Donatella. It's going to happen.
That's right.
All right, Beth, as always, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we got your headlines coming up next.
Great.